Here, here we are. Wednesday, 9:06 p.m.
2.346 inches.
I feel like I should mention right off the bat, since we've just sat here for a fucking hour doing it, I'm not going to be able to hear what anybody's saying in the video, but, you know, I played it and I edited it.
There's not subtitles? I thought there were for some reason.
I might have turned them off.
Oh.
Also, we're recording this despite, you know, we were having trouble. We don't really remember what happened last week on the show.
Yeah, that's a good point. I had to go, what the hell? And he had to bring me back up to speed.
We're getting eased into it, though, because, you know, we've seen this already. Not this scene, but, you know, this scene.
Right.
We've already watched her nurse this man.
Yeah, but we've got to watch how it happens.
Yeah.
We got to see her getting him into the bed. Got to get the hand placement correct.
Ethan.
And we're going to have to play,
Ethan,
you know.
Can you hear me?
I hate this. Look, it begins.
Oh my god. What happened to him?
I really hate how the thought prompts shake around if you're like... if
stressed
down.
out or whatever.
The character's
There
like...
must be something I can do to help him.
just fucking...
You've got to help.
I don't want to spoil too much, but in this episode has my like
I'm gonna have to get
my
clothes off to disinfect those
if I
wounds.
had to pick a favorite scene from Heavy Rain, then this episode has it. And I'll be honest, that it's, I don't know, it's like maybe 10 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just cut that 10 minutes out of the game and presented it as its own game with like no context or anything, it would be legitimately good.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And the button prompts do
bad.
shake in that scene. So
I need to disinfect your
Let me.
wounds.
Let's see if I can pick it out.
I think you will. I think you'll be able to.
And they really made sure to like make her ass nice and
Okay.
prominent. I
First
mean,
thing
it's
is to keep calm.
Well, you got to stare at everybody's.
I'm gonna give him
Well,
first
not
aid.
really. It cuts angles and stuff, I guess. But
He's burning up.
we do spend a
starting to
lot of
feel
time
it.
looking at her ass. And dream shower sequences. Remember? We
Yes.
watched her shower for no reason.
well, that's important. We've got to know what her entire body looks like without clothes on.
Yeah,
I'm not a
yeah,
doctor,
yeah.
But I'll do what I can.
Really, you're not
It's
a doctor?
important to know.
I wouldn't have guessed.
It's going to take her a minute to decide how to start this process. Take your time, lady.
You've only got 7 bottles of shit to go through here.
Do it nice, dab nice and slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Sorry.
Sorry, Ethan.
I'll go easier.
This is
The
great.
controls are really touchy.
Yeah. You gotta move the mouse nice and slow so you don't hurt Ethan's arm.
All right, we've dabbed him up. We've got whatever the hell that was about. What was it?
The wounds are
Disinfectant.
disinfected.
Yeah. That was the... Okay. Ointment.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Listen to what she says, though, about this ointment.
Why wouldn't you go with the ointment next? What?
Well,
How the fuck are you gonna get the ointment on there if the bandages are already on there?
Stupid.
Medicine's
I'm
gonna
using
be
no,
last
ointments on
step.
your cuts.
You don't... He didn't need ointment at all. It's for burns.
Oh, for
So why did you grab it, Madison? She just took every fucking thing out the medicine cabinet and...
you're gonna sit here and tell me that there's no ointments for cuts, no disinfecting?
Well, she already
antibacterial-
disinfected it.
Well, I meant like what's that shit that comes in like first aid kits? The ointment, and then you put it on the Band-Aid on. after you've wiped it down?
I have no idea.
He's unconscious.
Like a continuing
Now I'll just have to wait.
ointment, like it
Right.
He wakes up.
like it keeps the disinfecting going.
It keeps it like clean, yeah.
Right.
Like, it keeps any shit
I don't
from
know.
like getting in there.
Guess it doesn't matter. Now we're
No.
gonna watch Ethan toss and turn a little bit. I love how we have to sit here and watch this.
Why was he shaking? Is he sleeping or is he cold?
I think it's from his well, if he was cold, then, Madison could help him with that. She's just left him on the bed with no blankets or anything. And his pants are still on.
And his shoes.
That's the thing. That's probably the thing that annoys me the most about this scene. His pants are still on, and she didn't address. There are definitely wounds on his legs because he
That's
was
what I was
crawling
saying,
through
How
glass
do you know that there's nothing wrong with his legs? You just dressed the one wound
on his arm. And how did he get that wound on his arm anyway? Like I said, he was crawling through glass.
Mhm.
He had a leather
How do you
jacket
feel?
on.
Mm-hmm. Well, my legs are fucking bleeding. How do you think I feel?
Was I out for long?
And I'm
About
still
3
stupid.
Yeah, my ordeal
look
didn't
at-
make me any smarter.
I have not looked at her jacket. Paid really attention any to her jacket. It's got
it's embroidered. There's
it's got kabuki theater
He didn't say
faces
you
on
had a
it.
choice.
Do you see
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
He couldn't just leave you
Okay.
like that.
Is that what that's called?
I don't know. I thought looking at it from the back, it looks like one of those,
You said you were here
like those
because you're an
cheapo
insomniac.
embroidered fucking jackets that people wear with
It does look pretty cheap and tacky.
Prefer
yeah.
not to talk about it if you don't mind.
I've never really understood wearing shit with that much different random crap on it.
You seem to lead a dangerous
Yeah.
life.
There's this patch, but then there's this other totally unrelated patch
not
on the
the one I
other
chose.
arm.
I don't know. I guess if you rock it with confidence.
Yeah, I guess
Sorry,
that's the point.
I shouldn't be asking you questions.
What are they talking about? I can't hear
I mean,
any of
after all,
it.
you hardly know each
They're
other.
getting to know each other, and
Right.
she's trying to
You have no reason to trust
Ask
me.
what
get
the
him
hell is
to
happening.
let her help.
Yeah.
Listen,
And he's still doing his lone wolf act. I can't.
He thinks he's gonna try and protect her
Maybe I
by
could help you.
not telling her what's going on. No one can help you. Not even the police. You sure?
already done a
You
lot,
fucking.
Madison.
The police are pretty stupid too. I don't think they can. I
Yeah.
can't imagine they could help him
They'd
really.
probably just show up and shoot him.
Yeah, exactly. Blake
Man,
would.
That was a really tough one.
Take care.
I feel like he needed our help, but our job is to slaughter
murder
the
everybody,
innocent. Yeah.
assault people for no reason, all in the name of catching the origami killer.
Yeah.
I'm coming, Sean. I'll find you
Yes,
wherever you are.
Sean is
the
very.
priority.
Yeah. Let's
At
get
least
it
we all
going
agree
here.
on that. At least you're not stupid enough to think, oh man, I'm hungry.
Dude, there is something that he does a little bit. Well, it's quite a bit later in the game. There is something that he does instead of trying to find and help Sean that is so
do it. I swear I didn't do it.
outlandishly stupid. I can't wait till we get to that part.
Nobody. Then why did you run away when they came to question you?
And here we've got this guy.
I already told you I forgot to report to my parole officer. I didn't want to go back to prison. When I saw the cops,
Scared of his parole
I wasn't thinking
officer.
straight.
Yeah.
We checked out his.
Oh, yes, my favorite.
That's not
Dude,
about
I
the
think
three the
Detective Blake really is my favorite character. Because it's just. It's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
There's nobody in the world like that. There's definitely, well, I don't know. The
That's the
police are
thing.
pretty
You-
bad.
I was
The
gonna say, if you're
police
about to say-
brutality does exist, but
Yeah.
not.
Sean Moss's mother's here.
I'm talking
don't-
about the individual, that the way he operates and the shit that he says, that doesn't exist. I don't
It was a
think
few months back,
it's really
middle
stupid.
of the night. It was pouring
And there's
down.
Jayden. Why is Norman
He
Jayden
came
always
home
doing
completely
that?
dressed at about 3.
We've seen him
Because
do
he's-
that
I
exact,
asked him where he'd
this
been.
stupid hand thing that he does.
Spoke
He's an
about
aspiring
drowning in the rain.
entrepreneur.
Um,
He's got to
he didn't make any
He's
sense.
constantly creating. He's just lost in his head right now. He's not even
Something like
listening to
that.
this conversation.
Something in his eyes. As if it wasn't really him.
And now Grace is finally coming forward about...
There may be no connection.
It is admittedly
The next day,
suspicious
there was that
behavior and
About
activity
another victim.
with Ethan, right?
Yeah,
But-
yeah. She's telling him,
Find my son. I'm begging you.
yeah, I guess I hadn't considered her. Like, she could absolutely also go to the police and be like, what the fuck, you know? I'll tell him everything that's been...
According to our
Yeah.
information, Ethan Mars is one of your patients.
Yeah.
We'd like to ask you a few questions about him.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad we got to see this office again. I love the giant ego sign.
Bound by an oath of secrecy.
Yeah,
Under no
it's subtle,
circumstances may I discuss
but
my
I think they're
patients.
trying to say something about this guy.
My job is to find Sean Mars alive.
Well, he's also got... there is no... this is a therapist's office. And he's got stained glass, religious imagery
yeah.
and a giant sign that says ego
Now
on
I
it.
ask you to leave.
You need to cooperate. For your own
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Detective Blake is
time for
getting
killing.
upset.
Child's life is
Don't
at
make
stake.
him mad.
They
He'll
know
shoot
something
you.
that could help us
Oh,
save
no,
him.
Jaden shot that one guy.
Just giving you some free
But it was
advice,
because
Doc.
Detective Blake
Suggest you take it.
escalated that situation.
Yeah, this is what he's
beyond-
doing right now.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
I am going to
This is
call
the,
the
it's like,
police and
this
make
is
a
the only
complaint
way that
about
he,
your behavior.
yeah. First person
Doctor, you
to
are
have a
really
rational
pushing my
thought.
buttons. The only thing I'm
What
interested
in the
is saving that
fuck?
kid's life. So, you're gonna be a good boy.
And here I am, I'm walking up because obviously I want to, intervene.
Temper. Stop that.
I'm like, Jayden, do you want to do something about
Let
this?
go of me. You have no right.
What the fuck? Yeah, you're right. This isn't real. I mean,
It's definitely, there's no
Lawsuit.
version of this where you have this happening with an FBI agent in the room and and he's just standing there.
Fucking choice.
lawsuit.
Yep, he is assaulting this man. He's punching the shit out of him.
I'll report you and you'll be off the case.
Well, now I'm gonna
Hell's
beat
the
the
matter
shit
with
out of
Norman?
you.
Were you getting cold feet? You don't want to save Sean Mars anymore?
That's not what this is about.
I want to save Sean Mars just as much as you do, but that doesn't give me all rights. So you're gonna stop this shit right now.
Wow, that was a convincing line. I mean,
Ethan Mars has had psychological problems since his
I guess
first
this
son
is how
died.
Detective Blake has made it this far. That everybody that he's ever dealt with has been as spineless and useless as Norman
Visions
Jayden.
of drowning bodies.
and stupid.
And just, yeah,
A few weeks
exactly.
ago, after one of our usual sessions, I found this.
I mean, I guess it worked. He's telling him all about.
It must have fallen out of his pocket.
Except this isn't realistic either.
No, that guy would. As soon as that guy had his bearings, he'd be on the phone with the fucking department. Hey, your guy's out here assaulting me for absolutely fucking no reason.
Yeah. Well,
You want to maybe get your guy?
my understanding of the way things work is that a therapist, shrink, or whatever, psychiatrist, not psychiatrist, whatever, therapist, they are not under any obligation to go to the police unless they suspect that,
No, it doesn't. It can't even be a suspicion. They have to, the patient has to, convey intent to harm. You know what I
right,
mean?
or do something illegal.
And then in that case, I'm pretty sure in most jurisdictions they can tell the person that they've threatened to harm it, but only that person, not even the police.
I didn't know that. That's the thing. I don't really. I know what I do know is it doesn't work the way it's depicted in this game. I can tell you that much.
Absolutely, yeah. He would not just spill the beans about all that shit because he got punched a few times by a jackass.
That's the thing. Well, we could talk about that later.
Yeah,
We've got golfing to do.
of course. Top Golf.
Oh, no thanks.
And
Did you catch who this is that we're talking to?
no.
I tried once, but
Do you
I
remember
think the
the
owner of
previous
course is still looking
episode? what was the guy's name? Gordy Kramer, the rich guy.
Yes.
We're talking the daddy.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Danger of damaging the greens here. Okay. Take off your jacket and grab a club.
I actually like Scott Shelby's line about golf there, whatever it was that he said when he asked him if he played. What did he said something funny, kinda.
Oh.
The balls are in that.
I tried once, but I think they're still looking for me. He said something like that. It's kind of funny. You got to take what you can get in this story.
Right.
Little moments like that.
When you feel ready, you swing.
Okay. That doesn't help anybody. Grip the club. When you feel ready, swing. Swing how exactly?
Swing life away, Scott. So the controls for this golf thing, I'm not sure if you're meant to like be sucking at it constantly, but I think the problem I was having was the swing, like, for whatever reason I couldn't make him swing it harder.
Mm-hmm.
So he keeps hitting like really short distance. Yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't invite me here just to play golf, Mr. Kramer.
That'd be what I'd be doing.
You've been asking questions about my son.
I don't know if I could hit it very far.
That's right. I want to know if Gordy is linked to the origami killer case in any way.
Hold down E. Hold down Q.
Yeah.
Do your swing.
We gotta. What'd you get to? 100.
Not even 100. That's what was pissing me off. I'm like, I could golf better than this in real life, and I don't golf.
You have no business investigating my son.
I could get at least 150 probably in a real world situation.
With all due respect, Mr. Kramer, it's up to me to decide who I want to investigate.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would I mean? Yeah. I mean,
Shelby's out here, you know, he's chipping it. He's right outside the green.
He's bribing him?
Are you trying to buy me?
Let's just say I'm trying to show you where your interest lies.
Money.
How much do you want to leave my son alone?
I think you misunderstood me. I don't play that game.
Yeah, Scott Shelby can't be bought off quite that easily.
If you do, you'll regret it.
Ooh, now he's threatening him.
Have a nice day, Mr. Kramer.
See you later, biatch.
That has got to be. I mean, I know we talk about this all the time here, but every character's stupid. Every character that we meet, this guy is an idiot. You're going to go ahead and bribe him and then threaten him when he doesn't take your bribe?
Yeah.
How stupid do you have to be?
I want to say Roger Ebert coined the term, but it is idiot plot.
Yeah.
And it's a plot that only works if everybody in it is an idiot.
Yeah.
Except that that's not even the case here, because the plot, once we get to the end of it and we've got all the information, we can talk about the whole game and the whole story.
Yeah.
It's so full of holes, it doesn't even hold up on that level, you know? Everybody is stupid and none of it makes sense.
But there's never been a game like this before, Brandon. You don't understand. When it came out, it was so groundbreaking.
The graphics, the style, the story, the cinematic influences.
What a dick.
Well, I did it because it was all it gave me.
Oh.
Pick it up, smash it on the ground.
Is there meant to be something inside him? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Good call. We've got ourselves a key.
A key from the 1700s. Let's see where it goes. Where it leads to.
Back.
We're doing another trial, baby. We're it's lizard time.
There's been a fire in here. Everything is all burned up.
No. There's been a fire?
9711 Marble Street. It's the right place, but what am I supposed to do in this dump?
Why don't you walk in the room and find out?
This is what...
He spends so much time wondering shit that he couldn't possibly figure out with the information that he has.
Right, but if he just continued, oh look, hey,
there
a really
we go.
out of place device.
Now we're cooking with hot oil. We'll sit down at the only table in the room with the clearly out of place tablet device.
Are you prepared to suffer to save your son? You have 5 minutes to cut off the last section of one of your fingers in front of the camera. If you succeed, you will get your reward.
Now I just feel like they're trolling him.
Yeah, I mean, this is... You really want to watch somebody in pain.
The pain's gonna be intense.
Clearly.
Gotta find some way to reduce it.
Cut off a finger? No way.
I mean, it's...
Gotta find a sharp object, something that'll make a clean cut. I don't want to have to start hacking away at it.
Yeah.
First he's like, no way. Then it's...
well, that's the thing. The thoughts that you're able to choose from, in many cases, they don't... Like, some of them contradict each other, but the game doesn't take away those options once you've said, like, you know...
Yeah.
They could have probably tightened that down some.
I mean, it's jarring. 1 second, literally second to second, he's like, "That's no way. Okay, I gotta find something sharp because it's gonna be more difficult if I have to like."
Exactly. It doesn't.
No, well, what is it? No way, or are you thinking about it? Like what?
Yeah, it's no James Joyce. It ain't William Faulkner.
There's nothing in the kitchen. I bet you there's a knife.
Probably. Now we've got some nondescript bottle of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'd probably use that.
That's good. It's good to have bottles of stuff if you're trying to hack your finger off.
I went back thinking there might be more stuff. I think they give you plenty of time.
There you go.
That'll hack off some extremities.
If you're quick about it, man, you can in a second with that thing. And it really probably, I mean, it would hurt.
But
it'd be a lot better than...
Well, Ethan, it looks like we've gathered all there is to... What?
What happens if he doesn't do it? Do they kill Sean? Is that the deal here?
I don't know for sure because... I don't want to play it that many times.
Right.
I'm gonna have to at some point for the achievements, but I really don't want to touch this game again.
I wouldn't either.
It's probably just gonna make the entire thing even dumber, like knowing all the different ways that things could play out.
Yeah. It's like the reverse of like a Baldur's Gate or something where you're like... a game like that where you're like, I want to know like what happens every which way, whereas this you're like, I don't even want to know I don't want to know how this plays out. But I mean, it's not because it's because it's not compelling. I don't give a shit if he cuts his finger off or not.
Well,
because I know nothing. It's not nothing will happen. It's like...
Since we're talking about it, this is the scene that I mentioned, like, at the top of the video.
Really?
Yeah. Because, like, that's what I meant when I said if you just cut this out of the game with no context...
Right.
It would be pretty compelling.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty neat of, like, a sequence, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, It's more interesting than like most of the other tasks that you've got to accomplish.
Yeah, and I like this right here too. Like we were talking about the shaking prompts. You can actually make them shake less by getting him to control his breathing.
Yeah, okay.
So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's the one time that worked for me. Otherwise, I'm like, it's shaking. Oh, it's
like we said. We gotta take what we can get here.
Yeah. Man, just do it. Just bam. You know?
Oh, no, I clicked try it. So we're practicing. He's basically figuring out his angles here.
Man, it would not take me long. Honestly, I mean, I don't have kids, but
the more,
like, all right, pop.
The more time you give yourself to think about it,
right,
you know, the harder it's gonna be.
Right. Because you're like, I like my fingers, you know.
I like my fingers.
I like being able to grip stuff properly the way that I always have.
At least he's pretty smart. He's going for the pinky, the left pinky.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, me too. Left pinky.
You have 2 minutes and 30
All right.
seconds left.
We've tried it.
Well, I don't know. Left
It's
pinky
time
because then you basically couldn't ever play guitar.
I mean, any finger. I wouldn't, if that's what I was thinking about, then I wouldn't want to cut off any of my fingers.
Well, then
man.
if I thought of my guitar, I would go then maybe right pinky, because I could still strum and everything.
Yeah, I guess so. And you don't use that finger a whole lot, like finger picking.
Right.
That'd be the thing that bothered me about. I also think this is probably the best acting that we get out of him.
It's been
for the whole game.
It's the most humanity I've seen from him. I guess.
I think I think his pain screams and all of this shit is pretty damn convincing.
Yeah. Oh.
Clench my cheeks up a little bit watching this shit.
It was, but it just kind of.
Oh, that's right. It cut off, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I think we had a little audio glitch in the game there or something. Way to ruin a great sequence, David Cage. You couldn't have your people make sure that the scream finished.
Yeah. That's too hard,
you
man.
idiot. I like how the answer was just under the floorboard too. Like he probably could have, if he'd looked around a little bit, he could have found this without cutting his fucking finger off.
And then pulled it out and showed him. Ha ha ha! I found your stupid thing.
They would probably just kill Sean though, wouldn't they? Or if he didn't follow the rules.
Yeah, probably. Worth it though to show them, you know.
Wow, we got one more number and some letters in the very obvious Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Like we've known it's Roosevelt since the last trial.
Yeah, that's right. I'm surprised he hasn't picked up on it yet.
All you need is the rest of the numbers probably.
Yeah.
And then you'd be able to figure it out from there.
Or you could just
get
go
on
to
Google
Roosevelt.
Maps and go, okay, what place on Roosevelt,
yeah,
would be able to, where would somebody be keeping a kidnapped child?
Yeah, I'd just go walk up and down Roosevelt.
Perfect. Nobody moves until I
try and figure shit out.
Yeah. Well, you don't know how many Roosevelts there are, but that's because it is a common. It's like Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
You're the profiler, right? I thought you were supposed to be right.
Also, did you notice the way this scene started? This is taking the Ang Lee Hulk editing to like another, to a new extreme.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that girl doing there? Marge comes out now, she's gonna be in trouble.
What do we do, Lieutenant? Want to get her out?
No, stand down.
Wow, it's the first time he's not wanted to beat the shit out of somebody.
I know, you'd expect him to hop out and just start slapping her.
You know what it is?
Don't go near this building.
It's because she's a woman. He's a sexist. Oh,
I believe that.
I can't beat the shit out of a random woman. That's... Oh, no.
The police. They staked out the building where Ethan is.
You'd think he wouldn't.
See, now what the fuck? Why with this?
What the fuck? Bouncing. It's making this shake.
She's going inside. Maybe she lives there. Oh, it's just as well. We don't want anyone hanging around if Mars comes out.
Ethan, what happened? The police. They're out there. I think they're here to arrest you. We've got to find another way out.
They're here to arrest me? Why? All I did was tell them nothing and act really suspicious.
Go on my word.
The thing
and I'm
is,
the only suspect.
I don't think we've heard anything about it yet, but at this point in the game, Ethan still believes that there is a possibility that it's him doing it.
So why, if that wasn't the case, why wouldn't you go to the police?
Yeah.
When you're level-headed or whatever the hell. Like, look. Because then if it's you, then you don't have to keep cutting fucking extremities off.
Yeah, that's at this point, I would not think that it was me. I'd be like, well, I wouldn't ever, under any circumstances, set something like this up. You know, what's the idea? Am I punishing myself for losing Jason or whatever? But he's an idiot. He's like, okay, it might be me, but I can't tell anybody about it. I've got to just keep doing these trials. The easier explanation would just be
I'll never manage to pull myself up.
that he doesn't want the police to, you know, or that he thinks that they'll kill Sean if they see him go to the police, you know.
Yeah.
But that's not the explanation they use. They go,
Ready on my go.
oh, he's worried that it might be him because he blacks out and wakes up with origami figures in his hand.
Come on, let's
Oh.
So are you controlling any... Yeah. This sucks.
What?
This whole thing. I would be so pissed if I was trying to play the game and there was this other crap happening on the screen.
Oh, let me tell you about it. It's fucking annoying.
I'm sure.
For one thing, I have no idea if if this scene can even play out differently. Like, I was wondering, I'm like, they're showing Jayden and Blake down at the bottom there. Is there something that I do that triggers them to start searching the building, or is it just on a timer? You know?
There's a man and a woman.
It's distracting at best.
Yes.
It's that girl who went in. Everybody downstairs. They're in the alley.
Yeah, this would be throwing me off. I would be so pissed. I mean, I would have, you know, if I'm... Oh, now we can actually play the game. Yeah, like... What is this, Revachol? This traffic jam is insane.
It could be. We don't know. I don't think they ever say where this is. It's based off of New Jersey. But
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think they said that David Cage sent his people over to New Jersey and had them take a bunch of pictures and shit. And that makes perfect sense. He clearly doesn't know how America works.
Yeah.
Other than what he's picked up from bad movies.
And pictures.
Yeah.
So she just... Alright.
She tried her best, man.
Yeah.
She did what she could.
She just had to leave and...
Well, you know, she doesn't want to get picked up by the police.
So she'll just run like 100 feet and then crouch in the street. That sounds...
I have no idea. You know what? I didn't really think about it at all. Yeah. She's able to just duck behind a truck and they're not... That's the thing. Both of them saw her.
Yeah.
A bunch of them saw her. They knew that she was helping, that she was aiding his escape.
Yeah.
She's fucking 20 feet away from them now, arresting Ethan, and they're not going to go look for her.
No, they got the man.
Yeah,
See,
I guess so.
That's that sexist thing. Yeah. That's probably what it is. Oh, it's the guy. I mean, they were there looking for him, so it's not like they were expecting anyone to be helping him, but like, you'd think they'd be like, oh, someone's helping him, let's get her too. Send people, but no.
It could be a sexist thing. I guess we should be hoping that the origami killer is not a woman, because then they'll never catch her.
Oh no, yeah.
You know?
They'd be like, oh, no, it couldn't be her. Woman. Yeah. Stupid.
Oh boy.
Well, man, that was a
gripping,
stimulating episode.
I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Honestly, I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but this was less boring than the stuff we've had to endure so far.
Yeah, it's like you said, that scene where he has to cut his finger off was more interesting than the other trials, and definitely more interesting than anything that happened before, you know, Sean got taken. So
yeah, I would. Yeah, and gameplay wise, same. It's more like stressful, I guess, or exciting to play.
Yeah,
because they put you on a timer.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes and then it goes, and you're
yeah. So well done, way to go. Like I said, if you just cut that out and made it like a little short film, and called it Saw 3.5 or something, then it'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
but that's not the world we live in.
Nope, we've got heavy rain.
Yep. Ethan has more trials. He's down one end of his pinky. We got the golf. Golf was fun.
So, I mean, that scene was stupid. The whole thing was dumb.
Well, hopefully it leads somewhere and it wasn't just pointless bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have a scene where, you know, somebody gets bribed and then threatened. Okay. What if it's Scott Shelby? Okay.
Well, I guess that's it for Heavy Rain this week. We've got Ethan in custody. We've got Scott Shelby dealing with the ultra rich. We've got Madison Page escaping the police easily.
Yeah. Detective Blake beating the shit out of...
Oh yeah, how could we forget?
Good stuff.
I love Detective Blake. I hope that he is the only person that survives this story. That'd be a motherfucker. If everyone died and Blake like got promoted to president or something.
Yeah, chief.
Yeah. All right. That's it for Heavy Rain. We'll see you all next week for more bullshit.
All right. Love you. Bye.